Fanatical New Year. This is going to be an amazing show. We're going to be on until the new year. We're going to be on until 2017.
Well, I have to clear this with my mom. Hang on, I need to make a phone call.
TikTok. Goodbye 2016.
Goodbye 2016. Hello.
No one liked you anyway. You horrible person.
2016 sucks.
You were a bitch.
And David Bowie. What up?
And John Glenn.
Janet Reno.
Yeah, 2016 was horrible, man.
You took the wrong people.
But it's okay.
And left us with Donald Trump.
None.
So by the time we finish this show, it will be 2017. Woo! So we've got to say goodbye to that miserable, horrible person of 2016.
What a bitch.
You know, I'll let Alexis say it. I didn't even have to set it up.
I'm sorry. I can't wait for you to say it if you like.
Keith, so much has happened.
Yes.
If we were to look back, starting in January.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Already! Man, we're only 3. I have to give them props for that. But Luke Cage, though. It's so hard.
I can't wait to see what they do for Iron Fist.
Yes.
Actually, I was worried they were going to screw up. I was worried they were going to screw up Luke Cage. Remember me saying that?
And I remember when I told you they weren't going to do that.
I've never really been down with Daniel Rand in the first place.
That's okay. It's going to be good anyway. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it.
All right, fans. Next year when we do the show.
How many times have you said that about Disney or
everything?
Netflix?
The Punisher?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But how could you not?
Yeah.
Like, it's even so likable in Daredevil that I was just like, oh.
Actually, I felt like they toned him down a little bit.
They did.
Well, yeah.
Well, you have to.
I was especially worried about the bunch of them against because don't work.
No, don't worry. You have to make everybody like him before you give him his own very, very violent TV show.
Can't protect the Rick.
John Bernthal, man.
Since how you went there, and I want to get through this really quickly. We have at least 2 members of the Walking Dead cosplay group.
Yes.
So let's talk
I
about
like
the
that
Walking Dead.
at least as if we had a third.
Well, because we have several Walking Dead cosplayers.
Oh, that's right. We have White Tyrese. White
Tyrese was. Although Tyrese was on to suck up arrow. I mean,
Are we going to go there?
Yes.
We'll put a pin in that one and say that until after we talk about The Walking Dead because we need to go there.
We will go there. So let's talk about The Walking Dead and the major amount of things that's happened this year.
People have died.
Yes, me and I had this discussion about the viewership drop.
Yeah.
In the millions, if I'm not mistaken?
It's enough to make AMC just go, well, we seem to have a problem, which is an understatement. And I've said this before. It's always been one of those things where if you're talking about the best TV show on TV, it's always been a tie between The Walking Dead and, of course, HBO's Game of Thrones.
Well, I feel like now we have Netflix, which really skews the curve.
True, but I mean, I think that question
she's not wrong
has been answered, though.
Yes.
Game of Thrones outdid them this year.
But, and the thing with Netflix that bugs me is that it's, there's something to be said for waiting having to sit in, because I'm sorry, but how many of us waited for Walking Dead season premiere?
Right.
To put up hate mail, petition.
Well, you're going to always wait anyway. I think what you're trying to connect.
Oh, yes. Kirkman got at least 15 death threats. Because
These are hardcore.
Well, because Glenn was on the chopping block, always had been.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Comic books, yeah.
And they fake killed him 4 times?
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, 4 times. So the fans were pretty well aware that Glenn was getting this. And not only that, but the way they are. Because at the end of the season, you realize, oh, he's going to smash the head.
That wasn't coming. You didn't see that coming.
It's different when you actually see it happen.
I think Abraham had a much better, cooler death.
He did.
Spoilers.
This is the end of 2016. This is not a spoiler.
It's over.
Listen, if you haven't seen it right now, get a better job, get regular television, and you will have seen it already. Walking Dead is one of those non-DVR shows. It's a show that you should watch. Hey, my Sunday at 8 o'clock,
don't watch
bam.
Immediately, you're going to see spoilers on the internet, like I did.
Exactly.
Sure. You're like, I'll just watch it.
He was over here being all quiet.
Tomorrow.
You love this. You haven't seen it?
I unfortunately already got spoiled, but I'm not very caught up though. She's trying. She's catching up with Netflix.
She's a huge fan though too.
The next show.
I want to go to the disappointing side of 2016. Here we go. Okay, so
you mean the final season of America? I'm sorry.
Into a documentary about
so let's start with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What's happened? What the hell? Not the worst.
It's actually good. I think the most recent episode kind of rebuilt it back in, where
I think the separation was a terrible idea. When they weren't separated, you got a much better quality shot.
Choice at this point. But I think what they did, I like what they did with Ghost Rider.
I just wanted a car.
That plot line.
That's what I wanted for Christmas, y'all. Just so you, none of y'all got me that. I told y'all. I got the email. That's what I wanted for Christmas.
I'm sorry that we couldn't all ship in on a calendar.
That plot line was at best convoluted, and it was poorly done, I think. But
the casting was okay.
Casting was okay.
They got one out of 12 things right.
I think the comic book Ghost Rider right now is the best thing.
But the way they finished up that last episode, Ghost Rider and that whole plot line was never part of what they were trying to build.
Yeah.
This was all built in.
I thought bringing him in was dangerous at best.
Well, it was actually, it was a great concept of what they were trying to do. Look,
the timing was bad.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was always meant to be a show where you would get a taste of the rest of the Marvel Universe, rather than having it be...
Oh, so they're crack dealers!
Yes! See, that's the one. I definitely think
which is a superhero crack dealer.
Well, I definitely think that Ghost Rider was a risky move for them.
Like, I appreciate it.
Well, Ghost Rider is he's not obscure so much, but he's not like as well known as like Superman or Batman or whatever.
Dangerous.
He's Nicolas Cage. And he's really unpredictable as a character. Which, like, just with his pathos, you would assume he would be unpredictable. And in the comic books, he does really weird things. Well, he is.
Okay.
She's not wrong.
So I was gonna pick one show on this one channel, and you know what? For the sake of sanity and time,
CW.
I hope it's not
we'll just simply say CW.
Yeah.
And
we're not going to mention the Flash. We're going to take the Flash out. We're going to put it in its own separate things.
we haven't got Arrow.
The CW minus the Flash. Just be like, okay, I just don't want any of your channel except for the Flash.
Anyway, so first of all, and Keith, you and I discussed this back in year one when they said, you know what, we're going to do this crossover episode, and we saw it, and it was amazing. And we were like, all right, they presented us. I'm like, all right, maybe they got some come on this, maybe this might work. And they came up with this second crossover, and I'm like, okay, they at least can do the crossover right, because after that, all the other channels started doing some sort of crossover.
I'm sorry. Disney Channel did the crossover first. Yes, crossovers. Though that's so sweet. Like
but now, we in 2016 with this Nightmare 4 episode, which they had every opportunity to not screw it up. And then they gave us the crap that they gave us.
No
wonder Emil is on here and every day begging for viewers.
Yeah. I gotta say this.
Hey, he does what he's paid to.
I gotta say this. It's pretty evident to me that Greg Berlanti really isn't dealing with all these.
Do you cringe every time you see his name come up on the screen?
No, I cringe when I see his writing partner trying to basically run everything else. And the fact that Berlanti seems to be obsessed with just wanting to not only be in movies, but to bring back musicals and not do them very well.
Hey, musicals.
One damn job, though. That was not
I know.
They would have had viewers for the entire
that was all just
year.
Yeah, I know.
If they had not screwed up the crossovers. You would have stayed for that.
That's probably not true.
No, it is. It really is.
Flash was crossover with Arrow. That's what brought me back into watching it. But I give it away. If they could have done that, they could have brought me back to Supergirl. That's not watching Supergirl. It's gotten its name. It's the same episode over and over again. It's way too much drama and not enough.
It's all the thing that all these TV shows, except The Flash for right now, seem to be doing is it's all part of a formula. And it's all going the same direction. And the writing ultimately is suffering because you are just dealing with stuff that you really didn't initially tune into the show to be dealing with.
Now, we have two writers, actors on joining us right now. And they're actually geeks. This one here is with Nerds for Entertainment, so he's a geek and a nerd.
Well, let's be fair. We know them. They're both nerds. But we love them anyway.
So, I mean, do you have any high hopes for 2017 for these CW shows? Did you see how far down his chest went? It comes from here, it went down to here.
Actually, no, I can't get to Arrow. Like, Flash is the only show that I will watch.
I have to give this to the CW. They have really good costumers.
Like,
they're very impressive. They're script writers. No. I was like, I'm on a totally different level here because the only show I will watch on CW is Vampire Diaries. Anyway, I'm sorry, but that is a good call. It's fair. But no, I'm sorry.
This is your 2016 interview.
I'm sorry. Okay, Nina Dobrev is whatever, but when Elena left the show, I don't know. She speaks Romanian, but she was whiny throughout the entire
I will say this about Ian Somerhalder. He had already originally been cast as Bruce Wayne for Smallville. I can see him being Bruce Wayne on Supergirl. Since we've now found out that only Superman and Batman exist within Supergirl's continuity.
Right.
For whatever reason they put that.
Very much enjoy Nina Dobrev as
Dr. Fate should fly through that universe and just wipe everybody.
With Lucifer should
when they brought like a lark back. Yeah, the whole bringing a lark back was very strange to me. It was, and all of a sudden it was very confusing from the books. Show. I wanted to see Klaus and Caroline grow as a couple. Honestly, Bonnie was.
Can I at least ask you, since you guys seem to be into the show, how would you like to see it end? Because it is ending. So how would you like to see the show end?
And do you prefer when they give you a chance to? I personally like it when the show ends on a timetable, unlike other shows that I watch, Firefly, or anything else. And you're like, what
they did that with Moonlight. I like Moonlight. Yes. That show just ended.
Actually, CW just did it with one of their good shows, the 100.
Really?
I'm sorry, Good Concepts. Not good show, Good Concepts.
Agent Carter suddenly ended, and we were like, what about Peggy Carter? We're so sad. But like, I feel like it's better when it ends on a timetable, but you can like prepare for the ending. Like, okay, it's going to end. They're going to travel all the storylines instead of just like,
any show that has a very intricate plot and a lot of like mystery and stuff to it needs to set aside how long they really want to go.
That's very true.
Lost was really terrible because the writers had no idea where they were going. They were just trying to keep playing the game. The scene was a lot of marriage. The second end date to it, things started to get a whole lot better. It started getting back to the plot points that people could actually get into, as well